There's a lot of people, but you know what? That's okay. It doesn't change your life too much, to be honest with you.
It does, but on my 111th live stream of doing this, of what I'm doing, this thing, which if you've watched the 112 or 110, you'll know what this is. But on my 111th watch and 111th day of Adam's Family Values, I noticed that more proof of Tully is that they brought him back is that you never see the Adams family uh, do the telephone. You see Wednesday use the telephone at the camp, but you don't see the Adams place the ad using a telephone. So I feel that they either A, had Tully use the phone to make the thing, to make, because he's the most normal, that would be most, have the, skills to make the ad for the paper, since he deals with normal people more than the Adams. I mean, look at how the Adams, even Gomez, how he dealt with people in the first one, him and the judge. So it has to be Tully. Morticia would have just, the film would have went really different if she would have been the one making the ad. That's for sure. But so yeah, more proof that Tully, they brought him back. They still have use for him dealing with the outside world like that. So yeah, but um, it makes sense for things like how the ad got made, and number two, how Wednesday seems so familiarized with using a payphone. I mean, really, Wednesday didn't really travel that much up until that point. So Tully would have had to teach her. I don't really see them going out much, and Gomez or Morticia happen to have any reason to teach Wednesday how to use a payphone. That would have been what they sent Tully to do. You know, he they sent him out to teach her how to use the payphone and things like that. I mean, Fester is good for like things like light bulbs in the mouth, and knowing about all the different poisons and things like that. But I don't think we ever saw Fester use a phone in the other. Even in the first one, he's more of a doer, not a teacher. I mean, yes, he teaches Pugsley about things like poisons from a book, but I don't think that he, was one to teach him how to use a payphone. So, well, teach her how to use a payphone. He didn't. He didn't. I'm positive that it was Tully that he did. And, yeah. So, I would say, besides that, what I noticed on my 111th watch, on my 111th day of watching Adam's Family Values, is that um, uh, trying to think of what else popped in my head when I was watching it, and when I got done watching it. Hmm, I think that was mostly it. But I did say, hmm, hmm, yeah. Well, I will say the poster of Michael Jackson looked pretty new, so it must have been. yeah, so that was proof that again they use that bunk frequently to change kids, change kids into from one way to another. The fact that they used a photo that was recent to the year shows that's not an old photo, that they just that they don't just change send them in there, that they keep the room updated to the year. Yeah. So yeah, that's what was in my head during and after the watch of. Oh, and I was talking about the camp counselors. They're the ones that keep the room updated to the year, and that they, you know, yeah, that's like, yeah. So yeah. Oh, so that's what was in my head during and after my 111th watch of Adam's Family Values. Um, da 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 da.